MathCast number 2, Intended Audience, Grade 2, Module 4, Topic D, Lesson 22. Learning objective is to solve additions with up to 4 addends with totals within 200 with and without 2 compositions of larger units. Created by Rebecca Hunt.
Let's start off with a little vocabulary. Our first word is to compose. You probably already know this word, but it means to make smaller units into a larger unit. And that's shown to the right with these 10 smaller units being composed into a larger unit. Decompose means to make a larger unit into smaller units. So we have our larger unit, and we've decomposed it into 10 smaller units. In both compose and decompose, they're still equal, they're just different units. And our last vocab word is simplifying strategies. And this is a method used to quickly solve an addition problem, and it'll be shown in the next few examples.
So here's our first example. It says, look to make 10 ones or 10 tens to solve the following problems using place value strategies.
What we're going to be doing is decomposing these numbers to find tens to make it easier to add, which is our simplifying strategy. So first we're going to decompose this 17. We're going to use place value to decompose it. So we have a 7 in our ones place and a 1 in our tens place. So that means we have 7 ones and one group of 10, which is just 10. So we are going to decompose the 17 into 10 and 7. Now that we've decomposed the 17, we need to decompose another number so we can make a 10. So we're going to look at the 33, and we're going to decompose it just like the 17, using place value. So we have a 3 in our ones place and a 3 in our tens place. So that means we have 3 ones and 3 groups of 10, and 3 groups of 10 is 30. So we're going to decompose it into 30 and 3.
So now that we've decomposed these two numbers, we can look through these numbers right here to find a 10 that we can add. So we have our 10 and we have our 30, and we're going to leave those alone, but the 7 plus 3 equals 10. So we're going to compose these. And we get 10 when we add them. So now we have 10 right here, gets put right here, plus 10 plus 30. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 30 is 50. So now our expression is 50 plus 48. And we've already decomposed the 17 and the 33, and so now it's the 48's turn. So we're going to decompose 48 into two numbers. And since we're doing it based on place value, we need to separate it into the tens and into the ones. So we have 4 groups of 10, so that's 40, and 8 individuals. So we're going to decompose it into 40 and 8. So now we have to join the 50 and the 40 to make a group of tens.
So we're adding 50 plus 40, and 50 plus 40 equals 90.
And the 90 is 9 groups of 10. Now we've done all our decomposing, so we're going to add 90 plus 8. 98. We've used our simplifying strategy, and we've decomposed and composed to make tens and ones in order to easily add 17 plus 33 plus 48. Our next example is a word problem. It says Amelia has a farm. On her farm, she has 29 cows, 11 bunnies, 10 goats, and 7 cats. How many animals does Amelia have in total? So it's asking us in total how many animals does Amelia have, so we need to add. So here's our strip diagram that shows all the animals that we have. And this question mark here is telling us that we need to find the total. So here's the number sentence. 29 cows, 11 bunnies, 10 goats, and 7 cats. And this is our total that we need to find using our simplifying strategies. We're going to solve this just like the previous example by decomposing. So let's look at the first number, 29. We need to decompose this by its place value. So we have 9 ones and 2 groups of 10, which is 20. So that's how we're going to decompose it. We're going to decompose it into its 9 and its 20. So we need to decompose another number so we can make a 10. We're going to decompose this 11 just like we did the 29. We have a 1 in the ones place and a 1 in the tens place. So that means 11 equals 10 plus 1, and that's how we're going to decompose it into 1 and 10. So now that we've decomposed these two numbers, we can find a 10. And it's right here. 9 plus 1 equals 10. And now we can add these tens that we've made. We have 20 plus 10 plus 10. And that equals 40. And now that we've used our simplifying strategy and decomposed these two numbers and found them to be 40, we can put in the rest of the expression. So we have 40 plus 10 plus 7. And just like the previous step, we're going to look and see if we can find any tens to add. And we have a 10 right here, and we can add that to the 40 easily. So 40 plus 10 is 50, or 5 groups of 10. And now 50 plus 7 will give us the final answer. And our final answer is 57 animals on Amelia's farm.
So we used place value to find the total amount of animals. We added up all of these animals and decomposed them to get our final answer.
Thanks for watching MathCast number 2.